Hello guys, long time no see. Welcome back again with me, Mr. Alice. In this video, I want to share all I know about masking technique for your Gunpla or model kit. So, this is our content. Now let's go to our tutorial with us, Alice Kingdom. Actually, the tools you need are quite simple. Cutter or hobby knife, and make sure its blade is still very sharp. Next is the cutting mat. And lastly, of course, the masking tape itself. You can use hobby masking tape for easier use and better result, or you can also use any type of masking tape. But be prepared for extra effort. Before you paint any color on your gunpla, plan carefully what colors will be on each section of your gunpla part. For example, in this part, I will give color purple in this section and black in this section. Watch carefully. There are several factors that determine which section is easier to mask. First, for the coloring factor, I always give the lightest color first. Do the masking. Then give the darker color. We do this so that the last color tone will not be influenced by the lighter color below. If you apply darker color first, it will be difficult to get a lighter color on it. Maybe we even need to give primer or base coat first. Second, for the effort factor, aka the number of parts being masked. Of course, pay attention to which color are more and which are less. Give color to the smaller section first, then do the masking, and continue your paint job. Third, the level factor of the part is also important. It will be easier to mask the lower section. So we will paint the lower section first, and then do the masking. Masking on lower sections can also reduce the risk of mask leaking. After understanding these three factors, it is time for us to enter the next preparation stage. Whether without masking or with masking, always use a primer or base coat on your gunpla. Why? Besides being able to use as a base color, a base coat also serves to make the paint stick more strongly to the gunpla. Painting without a base coat can cause the paint to peel off when the mask is removed. Remember, continue to the next point. When is the right time for us to start using masking tape? The answer is when the paint is completely dry. Again, when the paint is completely dry, put the masking tape on not fully cured paint can risk making the adhesive layer of the masking tape blend with the paint layer, or even the paint will peel off when the masking tape is removed. This is the reason why some builders are lazy to do masking, because it takes extra patience. How do we know that the paint is dry or not? It's back to the type of paint itself, such as the type of lacquer, enamel, or acrylic. But to be sure, it can be set within 24 hours. There are actually several ways to use masking tape itself. The first way is to cut the masking tape little by little and put it according to the desired pattern. Or the second method is to apply masking tape brutally and then cut it according to desired pattern using a cutter or hobby knife. And make sure the cutter used is still very sharp. This second method is better done on parts that have a line panel as a color separator, because if it's done on parts that don't have a line panel as a color separator, the cutting process above the part is at risk of damaging the paint layer below it. The first tip for using masking tape. If you want to do masking on a very white surface, you can use hobby grade masking tape on the edge and the rest. You can use masking tape with cheaper grade, or you can even use paper. The second tip in using masking tape, maybe you can only get non-hobby grade masking tape, like this masking tape. A very significant difference can be seen in the edges that are not too neat or even jagged. When used directly, can produce a color border that is less neat. This can be overcome by first cutting the edge of the masking tape with a hobby knife. And again, make sure the hobby knife used is still very sharp. Next, when is the right time to remove the masking tape? The answer is the same as when is the right time to apply masking tape. Yes, when the paint is completely dry. Removing the masking tape when the paint is not completely dry can result in uneven color edges. Next tips, try to keep the masking tape in a container so that the edge of the masking tape are not dirty. The edge of masking tape usually have adhesive residue that are easy for dust to stick to. So keep your masking tape clean. And the last tip, be patient. Be patient in masking and feel the sensation of incomparable satisfaction that you will feel when you open the masking tape and see the perfect result. And those were tips and tutorial about using masking tape. If you have any question, just drop a comment. See you again in my next video. Alice greeting.